Today I'm taking you to far-flung places such as Israel, Qatar and Nigeria to find the top 9 potential wonder kids from outside of the main European and South American leagues, most of which you can sign for much cheaper than the rest of the best wonder kids in the game. For this list, the reason why it's down to number 9 is because of Tottenham. Yep, blame Tottenham for already agreeing deals for the wonderful Lucas Bergvall and Luka Vuskovic, who would have been on this list. But enough of the blame game, let's play the like and subscribe game, so you don't miss out on any more of these ranking lists to find players that will help you out with your team in FM24. At number 9 on this list we have the Nigerian defensive midfielder Daniel Daga. This guy is just 16 years old and he's making senior appearances in Nigeria and is contracted to one of the best named clubs in the game, FC One Rockets. At just £120,000 of value, this guy has a potential rate, like almost everyone on this list, of 140 to 170. So if he gets the 170, he has the potential to be up there with the likes of Heung-min Son and better than what Victor Osimhen starts in the game with. And at number 8 on this list, we head to Necaxa in Mexico to find the 18-year-old left winger, Heriberto Jurado. This guy already has fantastic dribbling and his first touch and technique are strong enough to start for someone around the League One level. But if he reaches the high end of his potential range, then he's going to be a leading Premier League level winger. This kid has made plenty of appearances at senior level already, so clearly he has a lot of skill at such a young age. And we travel north of the border to the USA for number 7 on this list, and it's the young Venezuelan recently signed for LAFC, David Martinez. At just 17 years of age, this guy has already played for the Venezuelan national team and could be a fantastic attacking midfielder with some solid attributes across the board and high natural creativity with that vision and flair for someone so young. At just over £5 million of value at the start of the game, he could be a fantastic long-term option as your attacking creator. The next one, and of all places, Qatar has the number 6 player on this list as we find the young Brazilian winger Giovanni. This guy is just 19 and made first team appearances for the Wonder Kid factory Palmeiras in his native Brazil before moving to Qatar for just under £8 million. The only issue is he starts with an ACL injury in the game, so he may drop off a bit in his stats. But if he is given the huge end of his range in your game, this guy is definitely someone to look at in the future. Dribbling and technique are already solid, so you know he's going to cause havoc down those wings. Into the top 5. Let's head now to Turkey, and specifically Besiktas, for the young winger and striker Samir Kiliksoy, who has already made first team appearances for the senior team. He has a high natural fitness and determination and has the beginnings of a perfect advance forward with the rest of those attributes. He could be picked up for just over £20 million with the right negotiation, which is absolutely worth it for someone who could be banging in goals for a long time. And number 4 is a player who has been around a while and actually has a hard-coded potential of 150 in the game, and that's the 19-year-old Israeli Dor Turgeman from Maccabi Tel Aviv. In real life, this guy has scored 8 league goals and made his debut for the Israel national team this season, but his goal return is not so great so far. If trained in the right way though, he should be a much more regular goal scorer as he gets older. The best part is, he is only valued at just over £3 million at the start of the game, so you should be able to pick him up for a bargain here. Top 3 time, and we travel to Lokomotiv Moscow in Russia for the young sensational Russian winger, Sergei Pinyaev, who could be available for less than £10 million. This guy is only 18 but has plenty of senior football already, making his debut at just 16 years old. He has decent pace, first touch, agility and dribbling, so he's already someone who's going to do a wonderful job at a championship level team, and maybe even lower level Premier League if he improves really quickly. He also has a senior international goal to his name, so he's definitely one to look for straight away. We are sort of staying in Russia now with the young Brazilian, who is back out on loan in Brazil, Robert Renan. The centre back is 19 years old at the start of the game, and is someone who has been a potential star in previous versions of FM as well. He's comfortable with the ball at his feet, as well as a solid defender, and should turn out to be a leading Premier League player if he reaches the high range of his potential. Once he returns from loan, you could be looking at around £10 million for him, so that is very much a bargain pickup for how good he is and how good he really could be. And the number 1 best wonder kid from outside the traditional leagues is of course Rooney Bargi. Sadly, in real life he has recently suffered an ACL injury, which will keep him out of action for around 12 months. That means this may be the last year that Rooney Badji is a wonder kid on this game, depending on how Sports Interactive take into account the ACL injury for next year's game. But at just 17 years old, playing for FC Copenhagen in Denmark, he has all the makings of a really good attacking midfield playmaker. Born in Kuwait to Syrian parents, he moved to Sweden and then finally on to Denmark. The guy has made 32 league appearances for Copenhagen, scoring 5 goals before the start of the game, which is insane for someone so young. So if you've managed to pick up one of these players from the list, hit the subscribe button and leave a comment down below to tell me just how good they have turned out to be. And while you're hanging around, check out this video of the top wonder kids from the European leagues outside the usual top 5 leagues.